Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to take listings in 2023. How many listings? You decide. It's up to you. If you do what I say, even if you're brand new in real estate, you're going to start taking listings right away. Maybe even within the first week. It's absolutely possible. I have clients making that happen with no experience. Now, if you have experience, that could be a good thing and a bad thing, because if you've been doing things the ineffective way for a long time, letting go of some of those ineffective habits may actually be harder than somebody brand new starting from scratch. I have 2 pages of notes, so let's get started. I don't know that everything I'm going to tell you is in order of importance, but the first one is the most important one. Here we go. In order for you to take listings, you're going to have to talk to people about selling real estate, about them potentially selling real estate. Now, this is the most important thing, because if you don't want to do this, then get out of this video and go watch somebody else that's gonna lie to you and take your money and tell you that you could do it this way, that way. Here, you're in the business of communicating. How you're gonna take listings and sell homes is by talking to people. If you don't want to talk to people, I have some great advice for you. Go find a real job. Don't waste your time wanting to be in real estate without talking to people. So there you go. Now, how many people should you talk to? Let's pretend you have a real job, okay? Because real estate is not a real job because you don't have a boss. And that's the biggest problem you have. Nobody's telling you what to do. I'm here telling you what to do. When you have a real job, you typically work 8 hours a day. So talk to people about selling real estate for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's it. You could have your weekends off, just Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day. You don't do anything else. All you're doing is talking to people. And quite honestly, I'm going to tell you who to talk to in a little bit, but I don't even care who you talk to. If you spend 8 hours a day talking to people over the phone, in person, everywhere you go about selling real estate, you're going to have more business than you know what to do with it. Seriously. So now I wrote this down. When you think about who to talk to, there are people you know, and then there are people you don't know. How many people do you know? Friends, relatives, whatever, service providers. Put together everybody you know. I bet the average person maybe knows 150, 200 people. So let's say you start with those people. Why not? You already know them. So let me talk to them and see if they want to sell real estate or know someone who wants to sell real estate, because that's what you're looking for. Do you want to sell, or do you know somebody who wants to sell? Great. So you talk to 200 people, the people you know. And right now, nobody wants to sell. Let's assume nobody wants to sell. And they don't know anybody that wants to sell. Now what? What do you do next? You got to keep talking to people. So you're going to have to start talking to people you don't know. And if this freaks you out, I already said it, let it go. Go find something else to do, because real estate is going to require you to talk to people, especially taking listings. Think about it. You say, oh, I want to be a listing agent. Great. If you sit around all day and wait for people to call you and say, come list my house, how many do you think, how many of those calls you think you're going to get per month? One? None? Yeah, so think about that. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and start talking to people. The second thing I wrote down, very important, you have to be an expert in real estate. So you got to start being informed. Informed about what? What's happening in real estate. Statistics, local stats, state statistics in your state, national stats, interest rates. You got to start reading and educating yourself. Why? because you're going to be talking to people all day long about real estate, and everybody has an interest in knowing what's happening with the real estate market because they either own a house or they want to buy a house someday. So real estate is a conversation that everybody wants to have and learn more about, and you need to come across as the expert. If you're brand new, listen, if you just spend a couple of days reading different articles, you can get information from your local board of realtors, your state realtors association, the National Association of Realtors. You can Google some articles. You can go on YouTube. I make videos about stats and different things that are happening in real estate. There's so much information out there. Be informed, because you want to know more about the business of real estate than the people that you're talking to, and that's critical for you to have meaningful conversations. Let's really quick, let me run you through who should you talk to. In my opinion, okay, you're looking for people that want to sell their house because you want listings, so you got to find people who want to sell. The first people that you should be talking to every single day are the ones that you already know want to sell. New expired listings, new for sale by owners, older expireds, old for sale by owners. You're going to talk to the people you know. Obviously, you're not going to call the same people every single day. You're going to divide the 200 you have by a quarter, which in a quarter you work an average of 55 days. And then you're going to talk to 4 or 5 people a day from the group of people that you know. And then you're going to call around neighborhoods. You're just going to pick a neighborhood and you're going to start calling around. And you don't want to sit on the phone for 8 hours a day, because it's boring. You know, you're going to have to get used to the fact that it's boring, even if you're on the phone for 3 hours. Spend the morning on the phone. In the afternoon, go door knocking. Go see people face to face. I want you to think about this. If you really are committed to taking listings, you have nothing else to do. Talking to people is the number one thing you have to do. Period. End of story. You could also call for rent by owners that want to rent the property and may end up selling. And here's what I recommend, that every single day, when you start your day making calls to new expireds at 8 a.m., you have 500 phone numbers in front of you, ready to go. You're not going to have 500 new expireds and FSBOs every day. Whatever number you have, I don't know, it doesn't matter depending on the area that you're selling real estate. Neighborhoods, you got to select the neighborhood you're going to call. You're going to have all these phone numbers in front of you every single day, so you never run out of phone numbers. And by the way, there are services that will provide you phone numbers for expired listings, for sale by owners, for rent by owners, neighborhood phone numbers with sellers flagged that are most likely to sell. You have all of this at your fingertips, and a dialer. I recommend Espresso Agent and Vulcan 7. They're both great services. If you want more information, you could leave it on the comments below. There's actually a link in the description of the video, or you can go on my website and you get information there as well. Now, I wrote down a couple of quotes that I want you to remember, and these are important things for you to take listings in 2023 and beyond. You get to decide where your time goes. You can either spend it moving forward, or you can spend it putting out fires. This is so applicable to real estate agents. You decide. And if you don't decide, others will decide for you. So true. Maybe you've been there, done that, and you understand that this doesn't work. So put this quote in front of you, read it, and remind yourself of that every day. You decide where you spend your time. And then I wrote this down. You have to have a goal. And I tell my clients, my entire training is about listings. So what should my goal be? Minimum to set one qualified listing appointment every day. Oh, every day? Yeah, every day. I mean, you're going to work every day, Monday through Friday, right? Why would you not want to set an appointment every day? Why would you have a goal, anything other than at least one appointment a day? Absolutely. That's what you're after. You're talking to people in order to set appointments. And this is critical because if you don't have a goal, you're all over the place. You're way more likely to allow other people to control your time and control what you do. Stop working with buyers. Refer the buyers out. It's a huge distraction, inefficient, and it's going to take your attention away from focusing on listings. Then I wrote this down, the word accountability. I am fascinated by real estate agents wanting accountability. I was a one-on-one coach for 10 years, one-on-one, 30 minutes a week, weekly call. I was never really able to hold anybody accountable. Accountability is you owning up to what you say you're going to do. I, or any other coach or anyone, nobody can do that for you. Only you can hold yourself accountable. When you set a goal, you commit to it, and then you have the integrity to follow through. I could be your coach, but I'm not your babysitter. I'm not going to be there at 6 a.m. making sure you get out of bed and do what you have to do, and at 8 a.m. you start making calls and you don't get distracted. No, only you can do that. And greatness requires accountability, period. If you're not accountable to yourself, you're in big trouble. This is not going to work well for you. And the last thing I wrote down is, it never gets easier, you just get better. Because especially in the beginning, when you start talking to people and you start doing what I say, oh, it's not going to be easy. But there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. And as you get better, more skilled, stronger mentally, it's going to get easier for you. It's not really easier, the people you're talking to or what you're doing, but it'll become second nature. It'll become natural and comfortable for you. So remember that. And this is going to get you control of your real estate business. When you focus on, you set a goal, you know what you're doing, you work every single day, you get out there, you talk to people. Like I said, it doesn't even matter who you talk to. I just recommend that you start with expireds and FSBOs because you're looking for people who want to sell. So why would you avoid the ones that you know are selling? It's just no common sense there. So I trust this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, make sure you put them below. I will definitely respond. Put your comments below too. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell next to it, and I'll see you soon.